you might have reignited your passion for martial arts after watching Cobra Kai, and you're feeling a little bit lost to what you want to start with. There are so many katas forms or so many techniques in karate, but what are you supposed to start with? Or you've been doing karate for a few years now. You know the basic katas, you've got your black belt or your brown belt, so you're doing a pretty good job with belt requirements. But looking back on the basic techniques or looking at those really good people on YouTube, you start to wonder, maybe I should brush up on my karate techniques. As a Japanese karate teacher living in Japan and teaching Japanese students, here are the top 10 techniques that you have to learn if you want to call yourself a true karateka, or in English, a professional karate practitioner. Okay, starting off with Soto Uke, which means a outer block in Japanese. So basically, as a traditional kihon or basics, you practice it like this. Coming from the outside, blocking across your body. Why is this important, you say? Well, this is, I believe, one of the easiest to master, but one of the most effective blocks that you can learn in karate. For instance, you are in your sparring stance, or you are in your front stance, den kutsudachi, wherever it is, your comfortable position. A punch comes at you, attack comes at you. I think one of the easiest instinct is this, using this hand to slap away. Okay? But what beginners tend to do, or people without martial art experience, is to rely on their arm strength. Like this. So if you practice karate, you can stay nice and relaxed, and only use the power necessary to block the attack away to the side. One key point, guys, is this. Okay? You gotta turn your wrist across in order to stay relaxed but generate enough power to flick the attack away. So that was Soto Uke. Okay, number 2 is oizuki, or a jab in karate. So in traditional kata's forms, you would see it performed as 1, 2, this punch right here. In sparring, it's this punch, okay? Basically, any punch with the front hand, using your stance. Why is this important, you say? Well, this is the quickest attack you can do in karate. Basically, there are 2 hands. Front hand is closer to the opponent, so you gaining enough experience and skill to make this fast enough and powerful enough is extremely important. One key point, guys, is actually not the hand itself but the leg. When you do sparring or kata, same key point, always push with the back leg. Okay, sparring, you push with the back, you punch with the front. In kata, okay, you push with the back. Okay, this leg, and you punch with the front. So always the engine is on the back. If oizuki is up on the list, then Gyaku Zuki has to be a reverse punch using the back hand to punch out. This is the knockout punch. This is the powerful side of your karate punches. One key point in order for you to make this strong and fast is actually the usage of the back leg. Same thing for oizuki. So you have to charge up on the back leg and turn the hip to the front. There are a lot of beginner mistakes, such as the knee coming back, you leaning forward. So if you'd like to learn more, you can come check out my group lesson as well. But simply speaking, you want to bend the back knee like this, okay? And contract the hip here, feel that power, and thrust it forward, and form that wave to come onto the front hand. If you cannot do this, of course, you won't be good in making that impact in kata, but also in sparring as well. If you cannot use this, and if you're just punching like this is not gonna have power. You gotta have this engaged to generate power. So that was Gyaku Zuki. Next up on the list is Kekomi, or side thrust kick. That kick, push kick to the side. Especially talking about it with the front leg. Why is this important? Well, it is one of the ways to keep yourself out of the opponent's range and for you to stay safe. Usually, you can do it with the back leg, but this takes a longer time, so I recommend you to shoot it out from the front leg like this. This, I believe, this is one of the lower risk kicks that you can do. One key point, guys, is the shift. This. Without the shift, if you try kicking from here, you need a lot of skills. Different movements, such as a slide, weight control, breathing control as well. So simply, just taking it nice and simple. 1, okay, back leg step. Use that to push your body out there, okay? You can do it when the opponent comes in. Just stick your leg out, okay? Just sticking it out will make a big difference. And one more tip, guys, just for this one. Make sure your leg goes completely straight at the end of the kick. You don't want it to be like this, okay? You want it here, okay? So always practice on the bag, practice on the pad, anything you like, or in the air as well. Make sure it goes completely straight at the end. Next up on the list is Age Uke upper block. This block, basically. Although you might not see exactly this applied in sparring situations, this is going to be very important because of one simple reason. The reason is the usage or the awareness of tightening up your elbow. You can train this through Age Uke. What I mean is, for punches, for pushing somebody away, for blocking, always you gotta tuck your elbows in, then out. Try this. Try to get your hand on the wall. Okay. First, hands out wide, and try to push the ball. Now get your arm close to the chest and push. Which is easier? Obviously this one, because you can use your back as well. This is only your arm muscles right here, or slightly of the chest, but it's not so much. So what I'd like you to do is, when you practice the Age Uke upper block, always tuck it in. Okay. What I commonly say is draw an X across the body, align that hand on there, and lock them. That way, you feel the elbows coming in, then out. You can apply this for punches, elbow in, then out. Blocks, elbow in, then out. When somebody comes at you and you push them away, this is weak. This is strong, coming from the inside. And I think in grappling arts as well, you're always taught to take the inside, right? So everything is awareness. Build it up through Age Uke. Next up on the list is your lower body movement, toe slide. What I mean is, you want to slide in your body like this. This will make your movements safer, longer, faster. There are a lot of positive reasons, so do not do this. Do this. Okay? One simple explanation is right here.
So guys, how does leading with your toes or sliding from your toes make your movements longer? Let me explain. Let's do a small experiment now. Stand like this, okay? Hachijidachi, facing like this, so toes a little bit open, leg next to each other. From here, just step out naturally. First try, land from the heel. So go as far as you can, like this. I would say this is my maximum width when I land from the heel. Okay, remember this distance, guys. To here. Now go back to exactly the same point. Now slide in from your toes. Oh my god, look at this. I think I gained like 10 centimeters or so when you land from the toes. Why is this happening, right? First, what I'd like you to do is go from the heel like this and feel which muscle you're using when the weight is applied onto the heel, like this. Okay, give it a try right now. I think you'll feel how the front thigh is becoming pretty tired when you do this. Okay, when you got that feeling, okay, go back. Now slide from your toes like this. When you do this, the front thigh is not that much used. It's a slightly more relaxed, and you're more of pushing from the back leg, like this. Okay. This is why you can gain a longer distance if you use your toes.
So guys, this tip is actually for more of the experts and for the black belts and the brown belts. So if you are one of them and you're seeking to deepen your karate experience, then come check out my online, The Karate University, which I have launched earlier this month, or actually maybe today if I uploaded the video on October 1st. You will be gaining a 20% off for the first few months if you use this code, so why not come check it out. Next movement is Ashi Barai, or leg sweep. Okay, basically from here, this move, using right here, the inner part to scoop up. Okay, make sure it doesn't go back. It's always to the front. Okay, you learn this movement in kata such as tekki or naikanchi. Basically, this movement. There's a traditional kata like this, but you don't have to train the whole kata. In terms of just learning this, one key point is not going up with the leg sweep. Stay low. Okay, sink down and scoop up. This way, what's positive is when you're in a situation, people tend to focus just on the arms, just on the upper body. But if you mix it up with the leg sweep and then go in, it's very, very tricky. So build up your awareness on these controls using the Ashi Barai. One of my favorite techniques now, front kick or Mae Geri in Japanese. Basically the common front kick you see. The front kick of karate is slightly different from other martial arts because it's more of a pierce through kind of kick. Think of it this way. Muay Thai front kicks are more like push kick. I don't know if I'm doing it correctly, but the purpose is to push somebody away. Karate front kicks are more for the damage. So one key point, make sure you kick with the ball of the foot. Okay, this part. Or if you can go on your toes, technically your toes is the ball of your foot. So you want to use that part to spear through, like this, okay? This, you can use it with the back leg, okay? Or the front leg too, like this, alright? Again, this is also a low risk, but pretty decent way to keep yourself out of the range and to stay very safe. So, use it. First, I like you to do that side thrust kick, but after that, give it a try on the Mae Geri. Last one, guys, is Ren Zuki, or basically just a consecutive punch. Maybe you learn how to punch. Okay? You're never done with just one hand. You always need something to come up to, I would say, continuously move. And the skill for you that I need you to learn in Ren Zuki or consecutive punches is the ability for you to relax. So, if you're tight like this, you cannot move, you'll get tired. So, I'd like you to stay, so punch, power here, relax, power here, relax, relax, power here. There has to be a way to the contraction and the relaxation of your body. One, I would say, easy way to practice this is just by opening up the hand. Get your hand out, both hands open. Okay. From here, you're going to form the fist to the impact. Up, open, up, like this. So two in a row. Up, 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 up. I think at first you'll get a little bit confused to when you open up the hand and when you close the hand, but always, important point is, make that impact for the fist here. Okay? You don't have to open it this much, maybe this way. This much is okay. What I'm trying to say is, build up the skill and the physical ability for you to change the contraction and the relaxation timing. Okay guys, that was it for my top 10 techniques that you have to learn if you want to call yourself a karate practitioner. So if you'd like to learn my other tutorials, come check out my online group lesson or private lesson, or the Karate University, which I've launched this month. Come check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video. ありがとうございました。